Oh, watch out!
See how big its throat is?
Have you ever seen a buffalo so big it dwarfs a living room?
He's coming your way.
What about a hefty house pig that literally takes the cake? Or a large lounge lizard with a tongue that rivals Godzilla's? Meet some of the world's most remarkable super-sized pets.
Miranda, will you go get him up?
He's so lazy. Hey, buddy, time to wake up.
This is the big old baby of the Dorlag clan.
Come on, time to get up.
3-year-old Zeus from Otsego, Michigan.
You want some breakfast?
But this Great Dane isn't just any old canine. He holds the record for the world's tallest dog.
To see Zeus is breathtaking. This is an animal that's 44 inches tall at the shoulder, but when he gets up on his hind legs, he's 7'4", rivaling any basketball player.
Up you go, Zeus. Big boy. Oh, big boy. Oh, give me a kiss.
I'm taller than Shaquille O'Neal.
To Ma and Pa Dorlag, Zeus is simply known as their favorite four-legged kid.
You want to sit on Daddy's lap?
Like how, Zeus, every time you sit on my lap, it seems like you've gotten heavier and heavier.
My parents definitely treat Zeus like their third child. He is spoiled beyond reason.
Zeus, come here. There you go, good boy.
Just like his namesake,
Here, let me wipe your mouth.
Zeus is the king of the castle. He's even got his own bedroom with a queen-sized bed.
When he was the puppy, we'd let him sleep with us, but then as he grew, we ended up getting another mattress for him and we put it in another room in our house. So now he's got his own bedroom.
Zeus always snags the best seat.
With a big dog like Zeus, you're sitting on the couch and he decides he wants to get in on the action of watching the TV, and you can't see anything.
And this spoiled puppy doesn't have to lift a paw.
All right, guys, time to get some chores done around here. So, Miranda, why don't you help me with some of the housework? And Nick, it's that time. So.
Do I have to?
Yeah, you have to.
Living with a pet this large means dealing with some big-time responsibilities that require a strong stomach.
So much.
Well, if you got compost, here's your mother lode.
It seems like there's 3 pounds of poop for every pound he eats.
Come to think of it, you might detect a bit of sibling rivalry.
It does seem sometimes if Zeus is treated a little bit better than my brother and I.
You're a good boy, aren't you?
My dad tends to bring home fries from his lunch, and he'll give them to Zeus. I will be like, where are my fries? I love fries. And he's like, get your own.
Yep, this pooch is definitely treated like the baby of the family.
That's kind of funny.
Do you remember when he was this little? Gosh,
It's hard to remember.
I like this one. This one really shows his legs.
It's like the stilts.
At birth, Great Danes weigh 1 to 2 pounds. In 1 year, they gain about 100 pounds and grow up to about 36 inches tall.
Great Danes grow incredibly fast. Their first year, they grow as much as a child grows in 14 years.
I can't believe he was this small.
That is too funny.
We brought him home and never imagined that he would get as big as he is. Hey, buddy, come on in and sit down with us.
To live with a big dog, it's very interesting, to say the least.
You're so heavy.
We have to go around him. There's no get out of the way, Zeus, or would you move, Zeus?
Get up. It's okay, come on.
If Zeus doesn't want to move, he's not gonna move.
And when it's feeding time, this mega-sized dog devours 3 times as much chow as an average canine.
This here is what Zeus will eat on a daily basis. It's 10 to 12 cups of dry food, a couple cans of a wet food, and then 2 to 3 cups of a home-cooked meal.
I love the fact that he's just a big baby. He is the best dog someone could ever hope to have. I would never, ever trade him for anything in the world.
Oh boy.
In the world of whopper-sized animals, there's one that's ballooned out of proportion. Meet Meow, the tabby cat. This short-haired kitty is only 2 years old, but she tips the scale at 35 pounds. That's as heavy as a 4-year-old boy.
Cats are programmed to eat whenever they have the opportunity. The problem is that many cats will overeat relative to their exercise. When they're inside, they don't have a lot to do. They just sit around, watch TV, look out the window, and they wind up overeating and they can get very overweight.
Hot dogs and junk food have made Meow 4 times as heavy as she's supposed to be. In human terms, she's the equivalent of a 600-pound man.
The problem with cats being overweight, over time, that adds a lot of extra stress to the body. So they have a lot higher risk, just like people, of heart disease, arthritis problems, diabetes, and on average, the overweight cat lives 2 or 3 years shorter than the good weight cat does.
Looks like it's time for this big girl to go on a diet and get back in shape.
Come on, kiddo. Come on.
Andrew Billings has a big day planned in Garden Grove, California.
Kiddo. Come on, kiddo.
Today, he's throwing a birthday bash
Give Daddy a kiss.
for his massive pet pig.
You're a birthday boy today. And I got a party planned for you, but it's a surprise.
Theirs is a story of true friendship. In fact, Andrew believes he owes his life to a pig. Back in 2000, Andrew had heart surgery using tissue from pigs.
So I have, pig pretty much inside me, to be very honest with you. I am connected to him. Just close your eyes for a second, trust me. And think about Kiddo. And what's that sound like?
7 years after his surgery, Andrew adopted his 4-legged son, Kiddo, a pot-bellied pig.
That's my boy.
At 250 pounds, Kiddo is pretty portly for a typical pot-bellied pig. Normally, they average about 120 to 150 pounds.
Kiddo, do you remember when Daddy first got you? You were a little piglet. You only weighed 7 pounds. Now look at you. Yeah, you're Daddy's boy.
Before the birthday festivities begin, Kiddo has some important business to take care of.
He's never pooped, he's never peed in the house. But that's because I potty trained him from day one. When I trained Kiddo, I urinated in that corner. And the first time he went to go pee, he peed almost in the spot right there.
Pigs are really intelligent animals. Their average intelligence is smarter than the average dog. They can be trained to fetch. They can be trained to go to the bathroom. They can be trained to make noises.
And this porker takes a load off. He poops 3 to 5 times a day, totaling more than a pound.
Cleaning poop and cleaning the pee up is not always the most funnest part of being a parent to a pig. It's one of those things you gotta do when you're a parent. Come on, Kiddo, come on. I like to get the Kiddo out and let him get some fresh air. I like him to root around, which is a natural characteristic of pigs. They forage roots and bugs and worms and things like that. And it allows him to get some exercise.
There's a couple challenges with having a pig as a house pet. Number one is that they can be very destructive. They're a rooting animal by nature, always using that nose to push around stuff. On top of that, they're very intelligent. They always need something to do, so you have to keep them entertained, just like having a toddler in the house.
Kiddo, come here. Pigs are motivated by food, So food's what I use to get them to do things, go there, different places and things like that. Everything that I've given my pig, I've eaten. I've eaten some pig chow. I've had some worming medicine. And I'll tell you what, that is the worst tasting stuff. Took me 4 hours to get the taste out of my mouth. I wanted to know what I give my animal. And I wanted to know if I needed to dress it up a little bit, make it smell better or taste better. You ready for some brushing?
Now it's time for some serious pig primping.
Is that my boy? This hair is called his mohawk, and the mohawk has a lot of oil. And so what I do is I try to brush him every day, on a regular basis.
If you're squeamish, you may want to turn your head for this next grooming step.
Let's get your ears cleaned out for your party. We don't want you to have dirty ears, and you got to be able to hear everybody when they say happy birthday, huh? Oh, yes. Let's get that out.
I don't know.
Yeah, there we go. That's starting to look like a very clean ear to me. Are you done with Daddy messing with your ears? I think so. What was that? What did you say? What did you say? Okay, birthday boy. All right, kiddo. I think your guests have arrived.
She sees herself as a human.
She's the child that I never had.
Kiddo, the pot-bellied pig, is one large and unusual house pet. And today, his owner, Andrew Billings, is showing him some extra love by throwing him a birthday party.
All right, kiddo. I think your guests have arrived. Afternoon, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. We got a birthday boy.
Oh! Where's Kiddo?
Hey, kiddo. There's the birthday boy.
There he is. Hi, kiddo.
Come on, kiddo. Come on with Daddy. Come on, kiddo. Come on. Come on with Daddy.
It's incredible. This guy really loves his pig. He treats it like his own child. Imagine being invited to a birthday party and show up and find out it's a pig you're celebrating.
Are you ready for your birthday cake?
This porker gets the treatment of a true birthday boy.
Did you like that? Happy birthday, kiddo.
Did you make a pig out of yourself?
All that potty training paid off, didn't it?
When nature calls.
That's my boy.
A world away, a pet that weighs over a ton has the complete run of the house. Meet Jessica, the hippo. Tony and Shirley Hubert of South Africa found her washed up on their doorstep when she was just a day old. They've been raising her as their family pet ever since.
I don't know whether she sees me as a hippo or she sees herself as a human. All I know is that there's a fantastic bond I've never had with any other animal my whole life. I raised elephants and buffalo and lions and that stuff, and I've never had something this close, never ever.
The Huberts spend close to $2,000 a month spoiling their only child. They buy her favorite snacks, tea and sweet potatoes, and replace her mattress every 2 weeks. But the most bizarre part? Jessica's allowed to roam freely inside, like she owns the place.
Hippos like to eat, and they are also pretty smart. So it's no surprise that Jessica figured out how to open a door to get to the kitchen.
With free reign of the house, Jessica is just another member of the Hubert clan.
I see Jessica as my daughter, 100%. I can't imagine my life without Jess. She's the child that I never had.
At first glance, Lurch the steer just seems like part of the herd on this Arkansas ranch. But nobody will be grabbing this guy by the horns.
Lurch is an African Watusi steer, and his horns are 38 inches in circumference, which is a world record.
Owner Janice Wolf adopted Lurch when he was just 5 weeks old. By the time he turned 2, she knew he was special.
Each of those horns weighed 100 pounds. Lurch had to be an incredibly strong animal in order to hold these horns on the top of his head.
That's about the same as balancing a standard-sized refrigerator on his head. And it's not just the weight of his rack that's amazing. The span from one tip to the other is nearly 8 feet long. They'd stretch from the floor to the ceiling. If this guy comes charging toward you, run for your life. In the dog world, Whippets are known for their sleek physique and lightning speed. In fact, their nickname is the poor man's racehorse. But up in British Columbia, there lives a Whippet that looks like Mr. Universe. In fact, she's the Incredible Hulk of hounds. Say hello to Wendy.
She really looks like a bodybuilder.
She weighs twice as much as she should.
We've had delivery guys come in here and not want to get out of the car because they think she might attack them.
But this muscular canine wears it well. Actually, she rocks it.
For all Wendy's muscles, she's a big sweetheart.
Wendy is a purebred Whippet, but she was born with a rare genetic mutation.
She was born with double muscling, so she's bulked.
Whoa, look at those muscles.
Wendy is such a unique dog. She's got a double mutated gene, giving her a condition called the Bully Whippet syndrome. And so basically what happens is she's got double the muscle mass, making her look like a giant bodybuilder.
Okay, come on, kids. You need your checkup.
Ingrid Hansen first met this ripped Whippet through a breeder when she was just 6 months old.
I was quite shocked at the sight of her. She's not a normal-looking dog by any means. Come on. I was really intrigued with Wendy and asked if I could have her.
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Herkins. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you, Ingrid? So we're here to do a checkup on Wendy and see how she's doing.
Oh, see how big his throat is?
Big boy can eat a lot. I fed him 12 drumsticks.
Come on.
Wendy the Whippet of British Columbia has a heart of gold, but the body of a linebacker.
You can see the massive amount of muscling in her neck, all the way in her shoulders and her back. There's a set of muscles here and a set of muscles here, so 2 muscles, whereas, you know, a normal individual would just have the 1.
So instead of being sleek and fast racing dogs like most Whippets, Wendy is now double-muscled, bulky, more like the Hulk.
She literally has a 6-pack, the first dog I've ever seen with a 6-pack from her abdominal muscles.
Like a true bodybuilder, Wendy outmuscles normal-sized companions.
Here's Fox. So Fox is a perfect example of a normal Whippet. We have Wendy about 60 pounds versus Fox at about 20, and the difference is all due to muscle. She has the shape of a bodybuilder, but I don't think that she necessarily has the strength of a bodybuilder.
Oh, look, girls. This is going to be good.
Whippets have been bred for speed. In fact, they are the fastest domestic animal of its size, and many years ago, they were often called the poor man's racing horse. Unfortunately, because of Wendy's giant size, her ability to run fast has really been compromised.
Come on, come get it! Yay!
Wendy has too much muscle for her own good. She's just gone too far beyond, which causes cramping.
Dogs. There you go. A lot of people think that she's been given steroids or that she's a cross with a pit bull or some muscly dog. They can't realize that she is a gentle giant.
Whippets tend to be very mellow dogs. They like to be around people. They're social. And the pack orientation is even more so with Whippets. They really like people as part of their pack.
Wendy's no monster. She's just an ordinary girl. That's my girl. I love her a ton.
For David Palmer of Cardiff, Wales, a run-of-the-mill pet won't do. Instead, he has a 300-pound sheep. He and his family adopted Nick in 2005 after stumbling upon this sick newborn lamb at a nature reserve. They left their phone number with local farmers, but no one claimed this fluffy little fellow. So he instantly became part of the Palmer fold.
Sheep by nature are very social and very gregarious animals, meaning they like to be around other creatures. In most cases, that's sheep. Now, in Nick's case, that tends to be human beings.
This woolly mammoth has been the center of the Palmers' lives for 8 years, and they're not at all sheepish about it.
Dog, you want to go get Big Boy? Huh? Come on, let's go get Big Boy.
Dave Durham seems like a regular guy with a small dog from Fresno, California. After a long day's work, he's ready to kick back on the couch and veg out with his friends. His best chill bro isn't your typical couch potato.
Big Boy, getting heavy.
This is Big Boy, a 5.5-foot long, 35-pound black-throated monitor lizard.
Black-throated monitors like Big Boy, they can get big. We're talking 50 pounds and upwards of 6 feet long.
You ready to turn on the tube? This is my best TV watching partner, and well, him and the dog.
He loves them a lot. I prefer mammals as pets, but that's me.
He takes precedent over the dog. Come here, dog. You're not afraid of him, are you? Whoop. What? Is he gonna get you with his tongue? It's all right, puppy. Most people that come out to see Big Boy, they're like, oh my goodness, you know, he's gonna kill me or something like that.
A giant lizard like Big Boy can be dangerous. You're talking big teeth, very sharp claws, very dirty bacteria-ridden mouth that can cause infection, not to mention their tail. Very strong tail they use as a whip can really cause some major damage in a person.
Hey, knock it off.
But Dave's totally devoted to his reptilian buddy. In fact, he takes grooming to a whole new level.
Man, you're a little smelly too today. Oh.
I'm kind of crazy, and I just told him one day, I said, why don't we bring him in the house? And he said, you don't understand, you're not gonna have a house left. He's a wild animal.
Man, you're getting heavier and heavier.
Big Boy, the monitor lizard, keeps his owner, Dave Durham, on his toes.
What?
Especially in the grooming department.
What are you doing, huh? There you go.
And today is no exception.
I'm giving him a bath so that he can get some of this dead skin off.
Big Boy sheds a layer of skin once a month.
See all this skin here? Bath helps get it off. Are you gonna wake up now? Huh? You awake? Huh?
After this skin-deep makeover, it's lunchtime.
Are you ready? Come on, Big Boy. Big Boy mainly eats chicken, fowl, and rodents. Oh, you got...
Hey, you can't have that just yet. You gotta beg for it. Come on. Beg. Come on. Beg, beg. There you go. Good boy.
They're like a snake. They swallow all their prey whole. So, as you can see, his throat's pretty big. Hey, come here, open your mouth.
Oh, see how big his throat is?
And right now, the chicken bone is right there. Big Boy can eat a lot. I fed him 12 drumsticks at one time before.
Come on.
Right in my face, even? Huh? Right in my face, huh? There you go.
That looks good.
He also eats eggs. Here, you want this? He can crack an egg and spit the shell out, which is pretty cool.
Spit that shell out. There you go.
You want that?
What Big Boy lacks in manners, he makes up for in smarts.
To me, a lot of people just look at a lizard as a dumb old animal.
Come on, Big Boy.
And once you get to live with the lizards like I do here, there you go, Big Boy. You see that they're not dumb. They're very smart.
Good boy, Big Boy. Good boy.
Even though a lot of people often think big lizards like Big Boy might make a great pet, it's important to remember that it takes a lot of space to house these animals. So in your typical household setting, they're not the best pet.
Experts also recommend that you avoid buying exotic animals from pet stores, since you never know where those animals came from.
This is the barn. The lizard barn is what I call it. I made it 12 years ago. And this is 4 inches insulation, so I can heat it actually up to 120 degrees. My electricity bill gets about $400 a month.
Because Big Boy is a reptile, he's a cold-blooded animal, which means he has to have a constant source of heat around him. If he doesn't, it could mean life or death. In fact, if he gets too cold after he eats, his food won't digest and will literally rot in his stomach, killing him.
Dave's love for this lizard knows no bounds.
Are you being a couch potato, Big Boy? Huh?
So much so that Dave's better half often feels like she plays second fiddle to Big Boy.
There you go. Straighten up your tail. Good boy. I love having Big Boy in the house with me, but my wife doesn't. You are heavy, aren't you, boy? Pretty good sized paw on him. Open your mouth.
I think that he loves them so much he doesn't realize how much time he spends on them.
Go on, Big Boy.
It takes a lot of time and money. And he doesn't realize that either.
I don't think it takes that much time at all, really, but that's because I like being around him, I guess. And you are heavy, aren't you, boy? Aren't you? My lizards mean a lot to me. They mean so much that I almost got a divorce from my wife of 30 years.
Good girl. Good girl.
I love my wife over the lizards.
That's a good cookie, huh? I like the reptiles. Come on. There you go. But I don't bond with them. But he loves them, so I kind of love them.
There's Big Boy and Dave doing what they do best. Lounging around, watching TV.
Say hello.
Well fed, groomed, and loved, there's no doubt that Big Boy is a big deal in this home.
Go.
But at the end of the day, even Dave draws the line.
Go home.
And tells Big Boy to sleep in his own house, where he rules supreme. When Irish veterinarian Frank Mulroney first laid eyes on Sally the seal, it was love at first sight.
Sally is a harbor seal that was found on the beach, abandoned, hungry, and only a couple weeks old. She was given to Frank, and he essentially nursed her back to life.
Frank and his unlikely new pet quickly settled into a comfortable life together, arguing over who gets to sit in Frank's favorite armchair, and spending afternoons hanging out at a nearby saltwater pool.
Harbor seals are certainly more comfortable in the water than they are on land. In the water, they can travel at 12 miles an hour, very streamlined for the water.
Sally is now old enough to fend for herself, but there's one problem. She won't take food from anyone except Frank.
Harbor seals are very dependent on their mother during their first couple weeks of their life. Once the harbor seal is on their own and they start hunting on their own, they're gonna eat 5 to 6% of their body weight a day in food.
Frank refuses to let Sally go until he knows she can survive on her own.
If she can't go back, I'd put a proper pool at the house, and I think she'd be quite happy there.
Now that's true love. Every year, R.C. and Sharon Bridges profess their undying love for each other by renewing their wedding vows. And since everything is bigger in Texas, this couple goes all out, complete with a best man that weighs over a ton. Say howdy to Wild Thing, their pet buffalo.
We decided to use him instead of a person, which we thought that would be kind of neat to have a buffalo as the best man. We have to tie him up because we don't want him horning the preacher. He had the rings on his horn, but he threw them through the air because he didn't like them being on there.
Today, R.C., Sharon, and Wild Thing live a peaceful life on their ranch in Quinlan, Texas. This stone teepee is the home where the buffalo roam, literally.
You have a good day today? Oh, you're so warm. Feels so good. Well, when we brought Wild Thing home, he probably weighed 150 pounds.
He's little tail like a little puppy dog.
Of course, now he weighs 2,100 pounds. Come on back, keep backing.
That's as much as a small car. You might wonder how having a pet buffalo 200 times the size of a house cat ever seems like a good idea.
At one time, we owned a big herd of buffalo, and we had to sell the herd because we didn't have any income, and I decided to keep one buffalo.
Wild Thing, playing basketball.
We chose Wild Thing because his mama wasn't giving enough milk, and we were afraid he might die, so we took him as a pet.
He wants his bye-bye, Daddy.
We had to put him on a bottle, and if I didn't have a bottle, a lot of times he would just tear into me.
Uh-oh, watch out!
Even a small buffalo could hurt you pretty bad.
A bond this strong led Wild Thing's owners to do the unthinkable.
I'm kind of crazy, and I just told him one day, I said, why don't we bring him in the house? And he said, you don't understand, you're not gonna have a house left. He's a wild animal. And I said, well, you only live once.
You sure we pet her right in the nose. She's used to being petted right there.
She's a hell of a chick magnet.
Wild Thing is R.C. and Sharon Bridges' pet buffalo. You think he roams the plains, but wait. On this ranch, he's allowed inside their house.
So we started just leaving the door open for him all the time.
Now, Wild Thing goes wherever he wants.
You know, when this guy takes a room, he takes a room.
Having a buffalo as a pet is certainly a unique situation and could be potentially dangerous. They can be upwards of 2,000 pounds and can run faster than a human being can. Tell you what, even a happy, excited buffalo can cause some damage.
He's a perfect gentleman in the house. He looks at every single item in your house, pictures hanging on the wall or photo albums.
Despite all the attention they give him, the Bridges decided their baby boy needed a playmate his own size.
This is my baby girl, Bullet. We got her to be with Wild Thing. It's been good, but the only thing is Wild Thing and even Bullet would rather be with me than even be with each other.
Now it's double trouble when they're inside. These two are large and in charge.
If she needs to go to the bathroom in the house, she just goes to the bathroom in the house, and I really don't appreciate it.
One buffalo chip weighs 5 to 7 pounds.
And she does horn the couches and kind of acts up in the house.
Antics aside, these lovable lugs always seem to get their way.
They're part of our family, you know, just like your kids. You let your kids in the house, so why not let the buffalo in the house?
I would rather have the buffalo in the house most of the times than the kids because the kids do more damage than the buffalo do.
And just like kids, these mega pets can eat R.C. and Sharon out of house and home.
I feed them usually 3 times a day. Wild Thing eats around 25 pounds of feed a day, and Bullet eats about half of that. It costs me around $300 a month to feed them.
Buffalo are designed as ruminants, which means they got a 4-compartment stomach. They make their living by grazing, and they chew up their food, mix it with saliva, drops down, then they burp it back up, and chew and burp it back up. And they do it a bunch of times.
But when it comes right down to it, Wild Thing is basically a supersized puppy dog. Well, sort of.
A lot of times I go in the yard and lay down with him, and you know, just he'll lick on me while I'm doing that. He likes playing with the trash can, and he likes being brushed. What's up, Daddy? And he's curious about everything I do. He don't care what you do, but he definitely cares what I do. I can go about a quarter mile or half a mile, he'll run me down. I'll open the door and he jumps right in the trailer. He's ready to go home because he's scared to be without me.
One thing's clear. This baby boy is the apple of his parents' eye.
It's probably made our marriage better. You know, it keeps our life interesting and different from most people. And Sharon enjoys it as much as I do. She's just as much a part of the wild thing as I am.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of there, wild thing. Come on. He's my best friend, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
This pair seems destined to ride off into the sunset together.
You're the sweetest buffalo in the world, aren't you? Hmm?
You could expect to see crocodiles, kangaroos, and koalas in the Australian wilderness. But in the city of Melbourne, there's one croc that feels much more at home roaming the streets. Here's Johnny. Vicky Lowing adopted this scaly reptile in 1996 when she was only a few weeks old and just under 10 inches. Now this girl's all grown up, measuring 5 feet long and weighing 28 pounds.
She's a good girl. Don't eat that chicken. A lot of people have asked me, get rid of her, she's too costly. Why do you want her, blah, blah, blah. But I love her. She's beautiful.
And while most crocs have a reputation for being aggressive predators, Johnny plays nice with other animals, including the family cat. She's treated like royalty in this house, even with her own throne to sit on. And at night, she gets to nuzzle with her owners. Talk about strange bedfellows.
We're going to get Star and take a walk downtown. Come on, little girl, where you at? You want to go for a walk? Come on, let's go for a walk.
On the corner of 10th and I Street in Anchorage, Alaska, lives an unconventional man.
My kids and my grandkids think that Dad and Grandpa is kind of weird. Right, kids? I got a yes, I got a yes, and I got a yes. Look at it, look at it. Look at them all laughing. Yeah, Grandpa's weird.
It's a valid claim, once you check out his unusual companion.
Come on, let's go for a nice walk, huh? Shall we go shopping downtown?
Meet Albert Whitehead and his pet reindeer, Star.
That's a pretty little face. Yes, it is.
This is the town's very own odd couple.
It doesn't hurt you, does it, huh?
Star is a reindeer who will be 11 years old in April. I've had her for over 10 years now, and she lives with me here in downtown Anchorage.
Now, a reindeer is not your typical cute and cuddly pet. You're talking about an animal that's over 5 feet tall and weighs over 200 pounds. Remember, it's about 3 times the size of your average golden retriever.
Are you ready?
Ready to go? Let's go for a walk.
Ho, ho, ho. Where are the sleigh bells?
Come on.
There's a real special bond between Albert and this reindeer.
Are you all ready to go?
The reindeer wants to be with Albert more than anybody.
Let's go.
So if someone else, including me, start walking really close to Albert, she will kind of work her way in. It's kind of like that's her man.
What is that?
Here we go. Okay.
I enjoy having her and taking her out and having her around me. And it helps also to break the ice with people. She's a hell of a chick magnet.
You sure pet her right in the nose. She's used to being petted right there. Say good morning, huh? So where are you from?
Hawaii.
Hawaii?
This is my first time seeing snow. Does she fly?
Only on Christmas Eve, and only if Santa Claus needs her.
Star has always been sort of the icon of town. Recently, there have been several businesses downtown that have invited Star in. It's a real surprise to me because she's certainly not housebroken.
Come on, let's go see Terry. Terry!
When Star makes an entrance, this reindeer becomes a bull in a china shop. Albert Whitehead and his reindeer Star are frequent visitors in downtown Anchorage. But when Star visits stores, shopkeepers hold their breath.
Hello, Terry. We come for some more good wine, huh?
Star, what are you doing today?
The amazing thing about reindeer are their antlers. They can be 51 inches wide and they can weigh up to 33 pounds.
These antlers can wipe out $1,000 worth of wine in a flash. She almost wiped out some wine bottles the last visit I had, but Terry allows me to come in because Stars are usually well behaved.
We are bike and pet friendly. Star is definitely the local celebrity.
Come on, here we go.
So she is a part of our lives. So we do enjoy having her.
There you go. Time to go home. Whoa, in you go.
Star's pad is a specially designed 50 by 30 foot pen where the average year-round temperature is a comfortable 36 degrees. Sounds pretty chilly, but a reindeer's fur traps air. It's a lightweight insulation, kind of like a comfy wool sweater.
Star lives in an enclosure that has a three-sided roofed sleeping area that's maintained with fresh hay. And then she has a sheltered feed area that has a special mixed feed that we have made for her. There's a large exercise ball that she loves to play with. And I also have what I call chimes that are devices that just hang down and make sounds.
Visitors from around the world come to see Star and say hello. But there's one day of the year you might not find this reindeer at home.
If you come by her enclosure on Christmas Eve and she's not there, then she's working for Santa Claus.
Being the local celebrity that she is, Albert makes sure she gets the privacy she needs.
Let's check on Star, see how she's doing today. Hope she's not been bothered this time. Oh, she's up there playing with a willow.
Right by the window.
This particular system I put in about 5 years ago. It's a hard drive recording system that is designed actually for a casino. We really having 16 cameras on here. So what this currently is showing is perimeter around her fence of anything that happens around her fence. Anybody who messes around with her gets prosecuted. One guy spent a year in jail. Don't mess with my reindeer.
To Albert, Star is simply a member of the family.
What do you want for dinner tonight? Grapes are good for little girls, huh? Aren't the grapes good? She's a part of the family, but obviously in a different relationship than the kids are. But we won't go further down that road at the time because the kids are here.
As important as family time is,
you ready to go back home?
It's time to hit the hay.
Star is starting to get anxious and looking around like she wants trying to find a way out of here.
It could be the call of the wild.
You ready to go where it's cooler? Let's go, young lady. Come on, let's go back home.
Or just an excuse to have some serious chill time. Check out Gary, a giant African land snail and beloved pet that lives in Great Britain.
The giant African snail is one of the biggest snails we know about.
Unlike their small cousins, these large slime balls grow to almost a foot in length and can weigh more than 2 pounds. Gary may be bigger than your garden variety snail, but that doesn't mean he moves any faster.
A snail's pace is really a snail's pace. They only go at 2 speeds, 0 and 0.004 miles per hour.
That's just over 230 feet per hour. And their monster size makes these snails prime targets.
In Africa, they're actually considering breeding them for food. Snails may not be everybody's cup of tea. It might take a little marketing to get somebody to eat a giant snail, but they are good protein.
Lucky for Gary, he won't be showing up on anyone's dinner plate anytime soon. Every Halloween in Kansas City, Missouri, a creepy haunted house lures visitors. But the scariest attraction isn't a chainsaw-wielding ghoul or a bloodthirsty zombie. It's a slithering, monster-sized reticulated python named Medusa.
We have the world's largest living snake in captivity. She set the record at 25 foot 2 1/4 inches to be exact. Depending on how full she is, she can weigh anywhere from 350 to right at 400 pounds.
Pythons, they're constrictors, so they make their living by catching prey. They usually bite on, grab onto them, wrap around them, and suffocate them, and then eat them.
She's coming into heat. She's showing the signs. And acting a little bit, shall I say, male hungry, and she took a blind strike at me. All right, let her do the work now.
Medusa is the star attraction here. But getting this giant gal onto the stage takes a lot of manpower. 15 people to be exact. It's showtime.
Oh my God, that's not real.
And Medusa never disappoints.
He can like swallow me whole.
Her act involves terrifying visitors, while a fake snake goes in for the final thrill. This stage dad couldn't be more proud of his reptilian daughter.
I think she's the world's most magnificent animal. I think snakes are magnificent animals. I'm a proud papa.